Hey, you! Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about Exoborne, which is in playtest and looking to come out soon. We're going to have gameplay and talk about the extraction mechanics of this game and what sets it apart from anything else. Don't forget to stay updated, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. Now, let's begin. Exoborne isn't just any other shooter, it's an extraction shooter. So this separates this from Call of Duty because you have to survive the battlefield and make it out with your loot. So today I break down the gameplay, the extraction mechanics, and share my thoughts on the future of this game. Let's dive into the Exoborne gameplay. And the goal isn't just to eliminate enemies, it's to secure valuable loot and extract safely from the territory. And Exoborne emphasizes real high stakes extractions. Every match tests your ability to not only survive firefights, but also to plan and execute a secure exit. Since the game is still in playtest, you'll notice frequent updates and adjustments. This means you'll get a first look at the evolving mechanics and can even influence the future changes by providing feedback with the surveys they provide. Now the game blends intense shooting with stealth, strategy, and whether you engage with foes head on or sneaking around to avoid detection. It's all depending on how you feel. You don't have to fight straight on. You can kind of just loot and don't worry about enemies. There are AI enemies you will have to deal with, but there's also player enemies you will have to deal with. So you could choose how you want to do. But with these experiences, it does create a sense of survival because you have to make decisions on the fly. Now, there are different extraction shooters in this title, like PUBG, etc., and some other ones that I may just not know of. Unlike many shooters that center purely on combat, Exoborne forces you to balance your firefight skills with strategic planning. So for example, you may see a firefight going on between one group of players and the AI, but at the same time you have all your valuable loot. Do I engage in this fight or just go to extraction point and get out? However, you don't eliminate this team, they may come get you while you're sitting there extracting. So you have to live with all these consequences or decisions on the fly. Now, during the playtest, updates were done, and I could see they're trying to get the community involved. But again, this is early access, so there's certain things that will be updated with time. And like me, I put my survey in to put some complaints I had about the game. Now, what makes this different from other extraction shooters like PUBG is the fact that you have a lot of mobility. There will be tornadoes that come into the match. You have your basically a parachute you can just glide around, and you also have a grapple. You can use that just to traverse the map. They do have vehicles, and right now that's all I know for transportation currently. So some of the mobility you can do can basically help you traverse the plains or buildings or the ground to have different angles to basically get into combat or loot. So with the grapple cable, I can just jump on top of a building and then have advantage over an enemy team that's coming towards me. And they do have different other items you can use, like grenades, bombardment, sensors, etc. So with all these options you can bring on your exosuit, you can kind of fight however you want to do, which basically brings diversity to the gameplay. So every fight can be a unique encounter. Now, obviously this game is in playtest, so therefore there will be improvement to the mechanics, graphics, and other things to the game. Now, some downsides to this game is that it's not optimized for every system. If you look on Steam, it says basically to be announced. So downloading this game, you may not know if it may work for you or not. But the playtest is coming to PlayStation, so it should be optimized for most computers eventually. To sum it up, Exoborne is basically trying to freshen up the fighting in extraction shooters. Obviously you want to loot, but at the same time you want to balance the fighting. Now, hopefully with the next playtest, they do increase the AI and enemy variety, so the AI can actually be more in the field and cause more fighting. Now, I know during the playtest there might be less people around because it's a playtest. Only few will have access to it. So next time, hopefully, I can encounter more enemies. Towards the end I did, so I'm not going to hold that against them. Now, don't forget, this game is still ongoing, and you could join the next playtest probably, and just follow my channel, and you can stay up to date on everything coming out with this game. Hey, if you still here to the few and the proud who made it to the end of the video, hey, click on another video on the screen. There's two of them. One suggested by YouTube and one I put there to see if you may like. And don't forget hit the like and subscribe button.